Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Exia, and we are about to get ready to get going here in this qualifying session here at round two at GT Meister Racing at Paul Ricard. It is truly an honor to have everybody here as we follow along with Mr. Kevin Yu going around the track. Definitely huge shout out to him. We'll definitely ride along board with him as he makes his way around the track with 12 seconds left as he will be finishing up his final lap of qualifying. We definitely have a few liveries here to take a look at this amazing race here. Some new ones that you'll definitely be seeing. We'll definitely be also seeing uh, definitely checking out a lot of the other stuff as we get ahead of ourselves here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for qualifying to end here shortly. Let's take a look here real quick. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. And free practice will be finishing here shortly. Let's return to garage as we wait for as we see free practice is getting soon to be done here. See, we got Carter Bennett. He is finishing up his lap here. So he should be crossing the line here shortly, and that will end him out in the free practice session. As we go, qualifying is underway. I apologize about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are definitely just trying to get everything all squared away for you guys, just to give you guys the best view of qualifying. As we see Alex Arduin just sending it on Carter Bennett at the start of qualifying as we get them going through. So we're going to have Alex Arduin out in front of him with Shuffy leading the pack here at Paul Ricard as they work their way through, as we see Shuffy in that beautiful Ferrari 296 Joker style themed green Ferrari here that GT Meister Racing has awesome to showcase for everybody. As we get going here, if there's a driver that you'd like to take a look at, definitely let me know. We will definitely get them involved and be a part of it. So this is definitely going to be an amazing race, to say the least, as we go through. Shuffing down the back straight, he is going to have Alex Arduin in tow. You can definitely see where these cars are hitting about 280 kilometers per hour as we see Carter Bennett in the background trying to warm up his tires the best that possible as they stretch it out. As you see those three little white Ballard in the background, those are where the drivers have to try to hold the line there and not get in the way, as we see Shuffler here now on the sector 3 part of it on this nice tight left-hander, that raised curbing on the inside. They have to stay super wide away from that. You don't want to touch it. It will unsettle the car as he will come up and approach this second to the last corner. It's long sweeping left-hander before they hit this real tight hairpin here and they start their lap. So this is definitely going to be an interesting one, to say the least. We have a total, if I'm correct, it's going to be about it is 29 drivers, ladies and gentlemen. 29 drivers, and we are underway here as we see Stefan Buckley is, he definitely was trying not to be in the way, and these drivers are flying through. So Buckley's going to be stuck in a weird spot here in this qualifying session. He's going to have so many people around him, and they're going to definitely have to try to figure out how to get around the traffic here as we see Shuffler diving in to this fast little section here. trying to put the pedal to the metal as he comes onto the back straight. Let's see if our Doin's car can get the toe from Shuffler. This is qualifying. So 281 kilometers per hour, everybody, out of that Porsche, down that back straight. So that is definitely something that we are going to have to keep an eye on, as we still have Shuffler here in Sector 3 with these drivers right behind him working their way through. So, 281 out of that Porsche. Curious on what the other speeds of the other cars are going to be around the track, as we see them wrap around here, and he's going to be approaching the hairpin. So this is going to be the provisional time by Shuffler. What can he set? Cross the line with a 55.6. Alex Arduin is going to cross now as well. Same with Carter Bennett. Ooh, they did not set a lap time. Sean New coming across the line. He does not set a valid time. And Ricky Scott with a 55.622.008. Let's take a look. Matt Artem was not here in his first race with us, but he is here in the second one in the Audi. See what the Audi can do for us as he's now hitting the back straight. Let's take a look on the inside what he's setting here. So the Audi's hitting about 283 down the backstretch with no toe. So that is about 2 kilometers per hour faster than that Porsche that we saw out of Alex Arduin's cars, as we see the cars starting to roll themselves in. Hayden Hasbrock with a 154.2. Matt Byrne 154.3. Less than 3/10 separation between the two. Jonathan Boscato P5, he's with a 155.9, 3/10 back from Shuffler. Andrew Jaschke, 55.1, slide himself into P3. Taco Man, 56 flat. Bruce Hopkins, 56.4. So here we see Matt Artem. He's about to cross the line. Where is this going to now slot him in as he crosses the line? Does not sit in there. Here comes Hendricks. He's on the back half of the track as well. Actually, he is on the back half of the track. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, Tim Wilkins, P13, 5.4 off pole. Wazoo, 4.7. Baker, 3.9. Kevin Yu, 2.7. Chris Rise, 2.6. Hendricks slots himself P8, 1.6, 8/10 back from Jonathan Boscato. So this is definitely going to be an interesting one, to say the least, as these guys drivers. Nick DeSantos, super fast during practice. His Porsche has been flying here, everybody, as we see him come through the fast. Oh, that fast right. You definitely see the car lean heavily on that right end as they come out, and then they have to re-put all that pressure back on that right side to go through the parabolica part of that corner, as we see DeSantis come through this left-hander as he works his way back through here. So it's definitely interesting. These Porsches, compared to the last set of Porsches, which were very etchy here at Paul Ricard, they have a lot more top speed, a lot more better neutral balance handling. So definitely interesting to see a Porsche actually perform very well in a straight line, as we see the Porsche. He goes up to P1 with a 53.8, 4/10 ahead of Hasbrock. He is definitely showcasing his pace here, and he is doing a wonderful job, as we see Louis Bernard. He is on the back straight. Let's take a look and see what the Lambo can do. 1 kilometer per hour less than the Audi, but they do run the same motor, so it could have just been the speed that he came out of the final corner. Could have been the big mixture there. But the Lamborghini is one of the newer cars. The Evo 2 definitely re-engineered itself in this game to be better, as we see Cooper Simmons P19. Jade Russell slotted him into 4.6 off the pace. Baker 4.3. Shaw New now 3.4 off the pace. So, and Mr. German, a newer driver, P12, the number 7 Ferrari, 2.6 off the pace. But right now, we still have DeSantis, P1, Byrne, leapfrogging Ada Hasselbrock, P2 there. Scheffler slotting himself P4. Hasselbrock now takes pole with DeSantis P2, Byrne P3. So we are definitely seeing qualifying mixing it up in the front here, ladies and gentlemen, as we move down the grid. Let's take a look. Let's see if we got any big movers here. Matt Artem still has yet to set a time. 1.5 up on his time. Wilson Fernandez, 7/10. We now have 31 drivers, ladies and gentlemen. 31 drivers here for Paul Ricard. And it is just going to get even more crazier. We'll give a huge shout out to the viewers that are watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If there's a driver that you'd like to see, please let me know. We'll definitely get to it and definitely showcase them for you. As we see Matt Artem nice and tight here through the back half of this track as he reaches the final corner and around the bend that he goes. Here he gets on the acceleration here. See what he can do as he's about to cross the line. Oh, P6. About a whole second behind Ada Hasselbrock. Wilson Fernandez, 1.6 in that new McLaren GT3 Evo. See what he can do. He has a BMW in front of him that looks like to be Jonathan Boscato. Now, here comes Wilson Fernandez in that classical purple and silver scheme that he usually runs every season with his Brazilian teammates. As Wilson Fernandez is from Brazil. Very nice gentleman. Had the pleasure of talking with him for a while for the season. P5, 8/10 back. 6. It's about 6/10 back from P4. As we see Alex Ardua now sliding himself into P3. So right now, DeSantis is definitely seeing his competition. As we see Casey Bennett in the Dyno Porsche here. He is working his way onto the front straight. Can he set it up? He's still 4/10 up on his time. Did he put in a... Oh, it is invalidated. What a shame there. Let's see, big movers. Jade Russell, 8/10 up on his time. 8/10 will reel him into Thomas Baker. As we see this Porsche right behind this McLaren, you can definitely see he is getting a big fat toe with that McLaren, even though it is pretty far back from him. He is definitely reeling him in as best as possible here with 14 minutes left to play. As we see the Tango McLaren out of James Parks with Carter Bennett in the background with that Red Bull Ferrari. 1.2 with Jade Russell. If he can hold this pace up, he will leapfrog and get up by Trent and even higher than Zoo. Possibly Shaw New to put him in that 20th spot as we watch him go through. Parks is going to allow him through. Russell goes. Ooh, Russell up to P20. Leapfrogging Shaw New. We called it there. Down into turn 1. Here we go. Heavily on the brakes. James Parks looking super racy with that. But another bigger mover, Mr. Ryan Trent, the 666 Ferrari on the back half of the track here as he comes through. What is he going to set? Let's jump over to Helicam. Let's take a look at this track. Ooh, look at this through. That's a beautiful shot, ladies and gentlemen. As they get up to the final corner here, he comes through onto the back straight. You can see Casey Bennett in the background with the Dyno Porsche. See, the Ryan Trent is about to cross the line. Slots himself P15, only 2 seconds back. Definitely strong performance there, everybody. Let's take a look. Who else do we have? Brian Katz still has yet to set a lap. He is on the 3rd lap in the Picasso-style painted Porsche here as he comes through. Heavily on the brakes, hooks into the bends. As we see MPA 414. Kate, you see the 414 livery. Let's take a look at the 414 livery. Let's scroll around here. Where's the 4? The Matt Artem. Yes, we can see the livery station, if I'm correct. Mr. Matt Artem, we can see your livery. Let's take a look. We're going to drop right back down with Brian Katz. He's about a second off. He's going to have Louis Bernard behind him. But let's see what Mohammed Irfan in the 404 can do. 404, the error has been found. Mohammed Irfan in that Lamborghini. K-Pax racing with the American flag on the top. He is flying down this back straight. Let's see if he's running a little bit of different gearing. Let's switch over to the dash. Same top speed, 260, 282 down that back straight. So that's definitely going to be, you know, a lot of the drivers, not a whole lot of people running really interesting, you know, speeds. Let's take a look. Who is, let's see, he's in the pits. Let's take a look. Let me see if I can find, I want to see if I can find a Ferrari that's on the back straight yet. Let's see. 720, 720, 51. Aiden Hasselbrock is in the Lambo. He is P1. Actually, Aiden's in the Ferrari. I forgot. Let's take a look at the dash. Ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your pole setter in the Ferrari. He is currently hitting 285 on that back straight. Welcome to all the viewers, both on YouTube and on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you all here joining us as we are at Paul Ricard at GT Meister Racing on PC. As Hasselbrock did a 53.887 to Santos, 0.003 behind him. Matt Bird, 0.003 behind Aiden Hasselbrock. So they both tied with the same lap times, but DeSantos got it sooner as we see Alan Zhu and Aiden Hasselbrock coming out of the final corner and onto the front straight. Ooh, this could help out Aiden getting pole. He's going to have the big toe from Alan Zhu. Does it improve his time? It does. Manages to separate himself just a little bit. What a beautiful run there as we go through. Mohammed Irfan coming into P7. Let's take a look here. Jonathan Moscato up 6/10 in that all carbon fiber BMW. What is he doing on the back straight? Let's take a look. He's got a nice pull at 207. He's still moving. .287 kilometers per hour in that BMW. He has the fastest car in a straight line, which tells me if he can work his magic, get some toes out of some drivers, preferably the big one, he could move up this grid so much more than what people are really hoping for here. And honestly, I have to say he is looking super strong here. He's only up 4/10 on his time right now. 4/10 would leapfrog him pretty good, put him in the top 10 ahead of El Taco Man, who's sitting P10 right now. Here he goes. Can he hold it through? He's about to cross the line. P13. Ooh. Ooh, not as much as we were hoping for, but he did get up there. Let's take a look now as Liam McNeil's about to come out of this final, out of this hairpin back here and onto the back straight. And I believe the Mercedes-Benz is the only one that we still have yet to check to see how fast he goes down the back straight. I believe we got the McLaren already. So let's take a look here. We're going to switch over onto the dash and follow along and see how fast this Mercedes can go. So about 280 kilometers per hour. So right now it's going BMW, Ferrari, Lambo, and Audi are tied up, and then it goes that Mercedes Benz. But curious on, I don't think we ever did the McLaren one yet. To see for top speed, so that's definitely going to be an interesting one to say the least. Let's take a look here. What do we got here? Who's our big movers on the track here? Brian Katz, the whole 2 seconds. So he's about to cross the line. Can he make this happen? He does. He slots in P29 ahead of James Parks and Tim Wilkins. Let's take who else is moving big. Kevin Yu, 3/10 in that McLaren here. Here he goes. Oh, we just missed him as he went through the fast right-hander in that beautiful white and red with the black striped McLaren here as he comes through the heavy loaded left-hander as he's going to go off the track. But he didn't invalidate, okay? But he did lose all of his time that he was going to get. So right now, Joseph German in the number 7 car. He is, the Mexican driver, is in that beautiful Ferrari color scheme. So he is on the back straight. He's doing a wonderful job. 3/10 up on his time. So if he can hold this together, he can move up a few spots. He could probably get to P18 right ahead of Christopher Rise. Andrew Jaschke up 2/10, the P8 driver. Let's see what German can do. Comes through the bend. Nice and tight. Nice and planted that Ferrari is. You don't see a whole lot of body roll or body shake. You can see him as he approaches up to the final corner around the bend. We still have 5 minutes left to go in qualifying. Track got a little bit warmer. Here he goes, crosses the line. P16 leapfrogs a lot. Wow, Andrew Jaschke now 3/10. Mohammed Irfan 3/10. Jaschke's going to cross the line right now, slide himself up to P7. Irfan 4/10. 4/10 could get him pole if he can hold it through here on the back straight. Mohammed Irfan trying to snag it from Byrne, while Byrne, Aiden, and Nick DeSantis and Arduin have had a little bit of a tussle between each other, with Wilson Fernandez on the outside looking in. What can Irfan do as he's coming down the back straight? Let's see him come through here. You can see how much load that right-hander does on the left side of those cars here as they approach this other this left-hander here. See what Irfan can do. Right now he's sitting P6. He's up 5/10. He will snatch pole away from Bird. Aiden 0.015. Oh, Irfan's going to get it. I sense it. I can feel it. He is going to be about 2/10 ahead of everybody. He gets it with a 153.695, almost a little bit more than 0.15 ahead of Matt Byrne there. Definitely stealing it away. Matt Byrne's going to have to think of something with 3 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Rise here, he's sitting there back in P19 in that blue Porsche. Definitely trying to make it stick here and make it work with the Rise Competition GT car. He's up 2/10 right now. It'll get him a little closer to Ryan Trent. Not a whole lot, but enough to help him out in the long run here in this race. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Curious if we're going to see a massive drop out of the people in the pits area to try to set a lap Does not look like it. We have 31. Rise dives into the pits. Almost hits the sign. Manages just to pull over here. Jasty coming through into Sector 1 in that white and black car. Aiden Hasselbrock up a whole entire 10th, losing it a little bit. Bouncing back around. Let's see El Taco Man here as he comes through here around the final corner here as he gets rolling. Does not improve, stays P10. Let's take a look here. We don't really have a whole lot of big movers other than Wilson Fernandez. Wilson Fernandez is in that McLaren, and he's going to get a big tow from Carter Bennett. Curious what his top speed's going to be. Oh, and he backs out of it. Oh, what a shame there. But Wilson Fernandez will get another lap, though. Oh, what a shame there for the McLaren driver. He was on a very strong pace. But at the same time, you don't know if people are on a hot lap or not unless you're in VC to talk to them. So, does not look like we had a whole lot of more people jumping out of the pits. Just had a lap. Let's take a look here. So, ooh, Joseph German, 5/10, 6/10 up now in Sector 1. He's definitely getting that Ferrari to work for him. Ooh, catches the brakes. Nice run. Ooh, Hasselbrock manages to reel in Irfan a little bit more, but not enough to snag that P1. Ooh, German's going to call it. Jonathan Moscato, 3/10 now on the front straight. Slots himself P11, getting right behind German. Shuffler up a 10th out of the hairpin on the backside. He gets onto the front straight. Ooh, looks like Wilson Fernandez is going to call it there. Qualifying is over, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to have to finish your laps as we work through. Louis Bernard, 12 laps in, sitting there P19 with a 156.3. He is really off the pace right now there with 12 laps in. Ricky Scott, 11 laps with a 55.4. The number 84 car. We're going to follow along. Shuffler here. He could pull something off here. He loses a little bit out of there, but he can still make up time here through the fast right-hander as he hooks down in there, gets the acceleration out. Aiden Hasselbrock up 2/10. We're going to switch over to him. 3/10 now coming up to the final corner. Here comes the Ferrari driver. Can he snag pole away? He accelerates out. His time is possibly dropping. Does he have what it takes to keep it? Snags pole away, ladies and gentlemen. But DeSantos up a 10th here as he comes through the fast right. Can he hold this as well? He is on a flyer. So DeSantos, if he can get at least one more 10th here, he can snag pole away from Aiden. Right now, Aiden provisionally has it here as they come through. The blue, yellow, and black Porsche working its magic here up to the final two corners here as we see the Porsche roll its way through. Ooh, he's got the 2/10 coming out of that corner. Will it hold together? I don't think it is. Looks like on my board it dropped a little bit. Oh, slotting himself P3, ladies and gentlemen. Nick DeSantos could not reel in Aiden Hasselbrock out of that final corner, but manages to move himself up, putting himself ahead of Matt Byrne. Everybody, as we wait to see the grid line up. So this is definitely, what an amazing battle by these drivers here so far. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Aiden Hasselbrock, P1. P1 in that spot here. So we're going to do the normal, the GTMR Meister Racing drive through the grid here as we jump into the car. Oh, hello, we are in the car. So let's take a look at this beautiful inside of this Porsche. Definitely really nice, as you see Nick DeSantis's Porsche right behind him in the hunt to get him as we jump out of the Ferrari of Ada Hasselbrock. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ada Hasselbrock P1, followed by Mohammed Irfan P2 with Nick DeSantis P3. Then we also have Matt Byrne in the McLaren, the Evo one. He's back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Arduin P4 with Wilson Fernandez P5. Andrew Jaschke P7. Christopher Shuffler P8. Matt Artin P9. Welcome back, sir. Jonathan German P10. Jonathan Boscato, the double Jonathans, 10 and 11th here. Mr. El Taco, man, is P12. Ricky Scott P13. Bruce Hopkins P14. Carter Bennett is in P15, out qualifying his father, Casey Bennett, in P16. Mr. Hendrickson, the all-yellow GTMR Porsche, in P17. Ryan Trent P18. Louis Bernard coming in solid P19. Christopher Rise P20. Stefan Buckley in the Coca-Cola Audi bringing it into P21. Kevin Yu 22. Sean New in the beautiful Endurance Ferrari that we will be running on Sunday in Odyssey Racing League. That is the new paint scheme, and this is going to be the one that Casey and Carter. Thank you for the follow, Chris Rise. Thank you for the follow, and we wish you the best of luck in your race today, the stream that is going on right now. Huge shout out, and that is the Enduro livery that Carter and Casey Bennett and Alan Zhu are going to be running for the 6 hours of Valencia that we will be racing at Odyssey Racing League. Liam McNeil bringing it in right behind Sean New in P24. Jade Russell in P25, followed by the livery creator here for GT Meister Racing, Alan Zhu in 26, followed by Thomas Baker in the Lamborghini in 27, with Cooper Simmons 28, Katz P29. Then we have James Parks in P30, followed by Tim Wilkins in the McLaren as P30. Oh, Jesus. P31. I apologize that, ladies and gentlemen. We went through the floor. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your starting grid for round 2 at Paul Ricard. I am your host, Axia. This is GT Meister Racing, and we are about to get going here. So definitely give us a follow, give us a like, and give us a huge shout out as much as you can. Check us out on Instagram. This is going to be a wonderful race, everybody. Mr. Trash Panda, you have no idea. You need to check out the other ones that we have here for the series, especially the Porsche one, as well as the Lamborghini Enduro livery that we have coming up for this Sunday. It is straight fire. It is amazing. It is beautiful, and I want to thank you guys for all joining us here in the stream. So we get going here. Let's take a look. Looks like they're about to get going. They got 12 seconds left. Is there a driver that in the chat? Usually I'm used to seeing Foxy something, which is LaRock's wife, I believe, that usually watches the stream. Usually she's in the chat, but she is not. Trash Panda says they are all fired. They are all fired. Hopefully we can see you back racing with us, Trash Panda, so we can definitely get going. And here goes the cars. They are rolling out, everybody. We do a full formation lap. It is 2 p.m. in-game, and the track is 1 degree Celsius. So the big question is how much is the track going to go down in the race here? So the race is going to be an amazing one, most definitely. Drivers that we need to take a look at here. Mohammed Irfan, always a fast driver. He looking very strong pace. Last race at Donington Park. Alex Arduin, always a driver to keep an eye out. Matt Byrne, always a driver to keep an eye out, as well as Wilson Fernandez, a driver to keep an eye out as these drivers are working their way around the grid. Everybody is looking super strong and super racy here as well. Drivers to take a look at in the backpack. Drivers that can slide right through and work their way up. Casey Bennett. He's not a huge fan of Paul Ricard with this Porsche, but he has got a lot of pace and is very strong as a driver as a whole. Also, another driver that we need to take a look at, Mr. Carter Bennett. Carter Bennett being Casey's son. Carter Bennett has also showed a lot of pace in that Ferrari altogether and overall, so it's definitely going to be an interesting one to say the least, to see where he is going to be sitting here as well here in this race. As we move further down the grid, you can definitely see everybody trying to get their tires warmed up, trying to get going. Chris Rise trying to rise to the occasion. He finished strong at Donington Park. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on him here at Paul Ricard in that Porsche. We know he's going to have good pace, good quickness. As we move further down the grid, we also have Alan Zhu, the livery man, the creator for the GTMR liveries. He has good, strong pace, doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, and he does really well. Trash Pan hopefully back soon. Strength is coming back with PT. Hasn't been as unstable as it was. Doesn't look like surgery is needed. That is wonderful, man. I am so happy to hear that you are doing wonderful. That is what counts to me and the members in the league. For those that do not know, I like to treat everybody here in this league as family. So happy to hear that you are doing wonderful, Trash Panda. Happy you're doing great. You know, Trash Panda is an admin in the league, and he does wonderful stuff. Definitely huge shout out to him and everybody else. Well, also, how are the kids with baseball? I know you said before that they were getting really big into baseball. Also, huge shout out to our viewers on YouTube, the one viewer that we have on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we get going here as well. Let's take a look here. We see everybody working their way around the track. So this is definitely going to be an amazing race going in there, and that is for your grid right there. We're going to slide right back in front with Ada Hasselbrock as the grid starts to line up and we start to get going, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we've ever had a grid too big to where the green light went before they got to the end of it at all. I don't think we've ever done that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green, 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 we are away. Look at the Lambo get a pull on that Ferrari. The Ferrari is getting attacked by the Porsche as they work their way up to turn one. Nick DeSantis is going to look to send it possibly. Ooh, a little bit late on the brake, a little bit of a tap. Ada Hasselbrock managing to save it. Alex are doing burn side by side as they go into turn one. A little bit of a tapping out of some of the drivers in the back of the grid here as they go through here. Some of the drivers backing out of some of these corners here as they go through here. Up in the front, DeSantis, Irfan, and then you have Ada Hasselbrock there. Are doing all these drivers working their way through. This is where it's going to really count when they get onto the back straight here. As we see them roll through nose to tails. DeSantis now being attacked by Ardoin with Bird. Here they go, the freight train. You can definitely see the snake as it appears down the back straight. Irfan's back tail, DeSantis' back tail, Bird's back tail, Ardoin running almost no wing. He's got the toe to start the battle here. He's going to go outside, DeSantis on the inside as they approach up to the fast right-hand corner. Here they go, light tap on the brake, side by side, down they go. Oh, beautiful run. DeSantis covers the inside. Super wide they go. Bird now checking up. Oh, that cone is gone as they come through here. And around the bend here, Ardoin's now going to have the inside line coming up to this final corner as they work their way through, catches the brakes. Ooh, Byrne resettling himself up. Wilson Fernandez and Shuffler in the battle mix. Shuffler now on the attack on the inside as they come through. Irfan not letting Hasselbrock get away. Now DeSantos is going to have to try to cover over and take the battle to our doing here. But Matt Byrne on the outside looking in, working his way up through the grid. Shuffler now taking a wider approach. We see Wilson Fernandez getting a little bit of a bump here. Wilson Fernandez in the purple McLaren. You can see him trying to stay focused on the back end. You can see that all white Ferrari chasing them down as they go into the heavy brakes. Look at the braking of that Ferrari. Reel the McLaren in there. You could definitely see where McLaren left a lot of their financial woos out on the track there, and that is with that as we're going to slide back down with Ricky Scott here. Ricky Scott getting attacked by Joseph German and Ryan Trent. Joseph German setting the brakes super late there in that corner there as we see Ricky Scott trying to reel in Andrew Jaschke as they come through the bend here, and they get a bat onto the back straight. Bruce Hopkins sliding himself up to the P14. Here they go through Hendricks in the P15. He's going to be attacked by Kevin Yu in the background in that McLaren here onto the back straight. What is going to happen? Let's take a look. Ryan Trent on Joseph German here as they work their way through on the back straight. Here comes the big toe. We still have 57 minutes left to play, everybody, as they come around the bend on the back straight. You can see Ryan Trent trying everything he can do to make that Ferrari super fast in a straight line, but you're going to need it when they approach this fast right-hander. Here they go heavy on the brakes. Oh, you can see the difference in grip, right? You can see Joseph Trent going, Joseph German, I apologize, going super wide there, heavy on the brakes. Oh, what a beautiful run by a lot of these drivers here as Ryan Trent still working his way through. We're going to slot back up into the front as Aiden Hasselbrock with Mohammed Irfan. Nose to tail, 1 second separation from 1 through 8. Matt Artem definitely not letting these boys get away here with that Audi as they come through. Aiden Hasselbrock, let's see what he sees in his mirrors. There's Irfan. Then Irfan, there's Arduin, followed by DeSantos in Arduin's mirrors. These guys nose to tail, holding each other off as possible. Irfan trying everything he can to reel that Ferrari in of Aiden Hasselbrock, but like we saw in the testing phases during the qualifying session, the Ferrari was able to hit 285 on the back straight without a toe. Can the Lamborghini pull that in and reel them in even sooner as they work their way through up to the hairpin before they make their way onto the back straight? Irfan getting a beautiful run with that Lamborghini on the Ferrari. So this is definitely going to help out the Lamborghini if he can hold it through. The Ferrari catching a lot of the curves, going super wide. Here goes Aiden Hasselbrock covering over the snake maneuver down the back straight. Can the Lamborghini, you can hear a little bit of a rev limiter. Oh, up to the front here. He's all over the back end of him as he looks out to the outside. Oh, catches the breakdown into the fast right. Here they go. Irfan trying to get the move. He's going to take a look on the inside. Aiden Hasselbrock covers. Now Byrne being attacked with Byrne attacking DeSantos with Wilson Fernandez. The double McLaren duo now attacking the yellow and blue Porsche. Is the Porsche going to burn up its tires? Wilson Fernandez trying to make it stick here with Byrne covering off. Wilson Fernandez trying to make it all the way through. We also have Trash Panda in the chat. Just finished up with the playoffs. Great season. Came up 2 games short of the championship. Get after it next spring. Let's go. Come on, boys. As we see kids winning it in real life, we're winning it here in sim racing, ladies and gentlemen. DeSantos not knowing what is going on with the AWS Porsche he has on his wings with the 2 McLarens trying to chase him down. Shuffy looking super strong. Great rebound so far at the start of this race. Knock on wood for him. With the great race for the Ferrari driver as we slot ourselves way back here with we see El Taco Man being chased down by Andrew Jaschke with Ricky Scott in the background with Jonathan German, Ryan Trent all in the hunt for El Taco Man for that P9 spot. Here they go here. down into the heavy braking point. Andrew Jaschke trying to make that Ferrari stick as they work their way through. They are not giving up on the fast guys here in the race. As you see El Taco Man's back end break out a little bit as he comes through. Jaschke still nose to tail. He's going to get a beautiful run on the McLaren driver. The McLaren driver could possibly be in for it with Jaschke in tow. Let's see what Jaschke can do here in the Ferrari. Jaschke takes a look on the inside, but El Taco Man's going to try to hold him off. Is he going to make it stick? He's going to make it stick down the back straight here. Through the fast right-hander. Ooh, Jonathan German going super wide, trying to avoid the track cut. Oh, El Taco Man having to check up on the brakes with Ricky Scott now right behind El Taco Man in this battle here. As they come through nose to tail, this battle is developing. These guys are definitely pushing it to the limit. As they come through further back in the grid, everything is starting to separate themselves. So we're starting to see massive battles here as Irfan gets past Aiden Hasselbrock for the lead of the race. And now Irfan is going to try to separate himself from Aiden Hasselbrock. But Alex Ardoin in the background trying to take a look as this is still growing. So we're going to jump back down board with Joseph German. Oh, we've got splits down the whole entire race. Ricky Scott's going to try the shadow line down into turn one. Ryan Trent is going to try to make his move here on Joseph German into turn 1 and 2, trying to squeeze through as they go through here. Oh, Ryan Trent looking masterclass with Joseph German covering himself off here, trying to make sure that he is 50 feet wide as Irfan now separates himself 6/10 from Aiden Hasselbrock with Alex Ardoin. Now, 6/10 back from them. Byrne still on the back end of DeSantos here with 51 minutes left to play. As we see German, we see Taco Man. Now Taco Man got past Jaschke. Looks like a bit of a team order from the friendly squad. As we see Jaschke right behind El Taco Man with Ricky Scott, Joseph German, and Ryan Trent, the two Ferrari drivers, trying to pick on the lonely Lamborghini here in this battle. Heavily on the brakes. You can see Joseph German trying to... Ryan Trent sends it up on the inside. Oh! You can see the front end on that Ferrari wash out just a little bit under the heavy braking zone. And he could not make it stick. That would have been beautiful on that send on the inside to make it stick and work, ladies and gentlemen. That would have been amazing there as we go through here. We follow along board here with everything going on. Beautiful run. Let's take a look down the grid here as well. We see Sean New here. He is on the hunt for Mr. Thomas Baker and Alan Zhu here in this race. As we see Carter Bennett, the number 20 car, trying to hunt down what looks to be Stefan Buckley, which is in front of him, but it's going to be Casey Bennett. Oh, timing probably is taking a little bit to get leapfrogged here, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. As we start to see everything. Yep, here we go. All right, we see Liam McNeil, full of Chris Rise all the way back there with James Parks and Tim Wilkins here with Brian Katz. Tim with a little bit of a damage on the rear end there as they go through, but we're going to leapfrog back up to the front here as we see Irfan with Aiden Hasselbrock. The pit window is open, ladies and gentlemen, as everything battles through. Aiden is not giving up on Irfan. DeSantos, Wilson Fernandez, a little bit of a tap from Byrne through the fast right. Byrne loses the back end. Byrne gets a little squirrely, but does he manage to save it? He does. His tires are going to be roasting, so Byrne may have to go strat A or B or C or D or E or F or G and possibly go for a new set of tires and push for the distance. Let's take a look. Let's jump back here 30 seconds. So we see the nose to tail. DeSantos, Wilson Fernandez gets a beautiful run. Does Byrne get a bit of a bump in the rear? Oh, they were side by side. Ooh, that was a little bit of a tap. So that's what had happened, ladies and gentlemen. As we see everything kind of calm itself down here in this race. Let's wait for the timing board, the replay to hook back over. It will be back into the action here, everybody. So far, ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes down. What do you think of the race so far? I think the race is going phenomenal here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little bit of a cluster as we start to see Casey Bennett and Carter Bennett. Looks to be a yellow here on the back end of the track before the hairpin here, as we see Casey Bennett working his way through to get going here. Shame there for Casey Bennett in that fast right-hand, heavy loaded right-hander there. And now you're going to see Christopher Shuffler trying to hunt down these two. He is up to P6, ladies and gentlemen, so he is making things stick with that Ferrari there. But we're going to jump back down because right now Andrew Jaschke and Ricky Scott, this battle is happening. Ooh, Andrew Jaschke trying to switch back on the back straight. Can the Lamborghini driver of Ricky Scott hold back Andrew Jaschke down the back straight? Oh, what is the back end of Ricky Scott's car going to look like? He sees an all-black-white Ferrari coming up on behind him here of Andrew Jaschke side by side. Here they go. Oh, Jonathan German. Oh, with Bruce Hopkins now coming into the battle mix. El Taco Man managing to separate himself to 2.1 seconds. So the battle of these four drivers going crazy. Ryan Trent got past German at one point. And then now, oh, Ricky Scott now being attacked. It's a Ferrari trio on the solo Lamborghini for who is the better manufacturer in Italy. In my opinion, it's definitely Lamborghini, but let's not say that out loud, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go, Ryan Trent getting on the accelerator sooner and easier than that Lamborghini. That Lamborghini having a lot of issues while Ryan Trent is on the battle mix. Andrew Jaschke not being able to separate himself from Ricky Scott with the way things are developing and growing here. And we definitely see Ryan Trent looking to attack as best as possible as they can go through here and around the bend. Then we see Bruce Hopkins in the background looking in. Ryan Trent going for a much wider line and attack and approach into turn one. Oh, German on the back end of Trent as they go through here. So everything is still developing and growing. DeSantos 3/10 back, Byrne 2/10 on Shuffler. So we're going to slide up front now to see Byrne, Shuffy, and Artem. Byrne through, Shuffy on the back end. He's going to have Artem now on the attack. Aiden now falls back to a whole entire second with Arduin still 6/10 back from them in this battle as well. So right now we have a massive battle here for P6 with Shuffy and Matt Artem in the tow here. Doesn't look like the Ferrari of Shuffler is pulling in Matt Byrne, but anything is possible here in this race. As we go through here in this race, looks like Casey Bennett is in the pits. Carter Bennett is in the pits as well. Looks like actually Carter has left, and Casey as well. Shame for Casey Bennett. I know this isn't his favorite track, but at least he was able to salvage something or give it a try here in this race. As we take a look, as we see Shuffler, Artem, and them are all battling it out. We're going to slide back down the grid, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at this battle that we had developing here. Ricky Scott now on the back end of Andrew Jaschke again with Ryan Trent, followed by Jonathan German, as well as Bruce Hopkins is in the mix, everybody. So this is developing to becoming a super strong battle here with Andrew Jaschke, Ricky Scott, and them in tow as they come through, as well as we have Jonathan Boscato now in the hunt of Jonathan Hendricks. So now we have Jonathans all over the place. Oh, his name's Joseph German, not Jonathan. Ah, man, I apologize, Joseph. I apologize. You can sue me later. As we see the Ferrari of Andrew Jaschke, definitely Ricky Scott is not giving up that spot right there, ladies and gentlemen. He is not giving it up. He wants that spot as much as possible here, as Ryan Trent covering the brakes the best that he possibly can here. As let's jump back down with Jonathan Boscato is in the hunt for Zach Hendricks in that yellow Porsche here as they come around the bend here. Boscato getting a better line than Hendricks, so maybe this will help him out. Ooh, he's got a lot of front end damage there on that BMW. Interesting what happened there, but we're going to slot back down with that Enduro Ferrari as the Enduro Ferrari is taking on Alan Zhu, everybody. And Alan Zhu is just trying to hold off as much as possible here with Thomas Baker and that Ferrari. Alan Zhu looking super strong in the Porsche. Take a look here. Sean New here in the Enduro liveried Ferrari, trying to reel in that Porsche as much as he possibly can. You definitely see he gets a little bit coming up to the fast right-hander. Can he hold it through in the braking zone? Ooh, beautiful line there. Definitely gripping that as much as they can go through here, down into the brakes as they hook. Ooh. Alan Zhu getting a little bit of a snap steer right there as they go through. Ooh, Sean New tries it on the inside. Zhu covers. Oh, Sean New just keeps his nose in there just enough. Louis Bernard dives into the pit. Louis Bernard is out of the race, I believe. Oh, shame there. Through the final hairpin onto the oh, Sean New loses the back end. Oh, what a step. What a step there. That's going to allow Thomas Baker through in that battle. Oh, what a shame there. Andrew Jaschke still in that battle. El Taco Man now falling to 3.8 off of Shuffler there. Ada Hasselbrock 1.2 now off of Irfan that has the fastest lap here in this race so far. But this battle between Ricky Scott and him as well is still developing here in this race. They go through the bend here as well. Ooh, as we see Nick DeSantos and Wilson Fernandez. Let's take a look. Here they are. Okay. Nose to tail just a little bit. The timing's a little bit off. Matt Burns right there. Matt Artem now being attacked by Christopher Shuffler here in this race. So Shuffler's going to have to push it a little bit. He's going to have El Taco Man in the hunt. Taco Man now 4 seconds back from him, but anything can happen there. Now 4.2. So we still have a lot of strong battling here in the front of the grid. The Ferrari looking super strong. Matt Byrne, DeSantis on the McLaren of Wilson Fernandez here. Trying everything that they can do to separate themselves here and get on the back straight. That McLaren definitely has got good pace overall here. Let's take a look here. Let's see any other close battles that we have, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, we've got Joseph German and Ryan Trent. Here they come through. Joseph German's going to look, switch back. Oh, he caught Trent. He caught him out. Good. Oh, he went left. Trent went left. He switched back to the right, setting himself up on the inside. Oh, that was beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Hopkins on the outside to watch a masterclass. Trent tried to go in on a wide-angle attack. Had to back out. He stayed in it, though. German loses out. Oh, here they go down on the inside. Now we got Bruce Hopkins on him. Oh, man, this is good. This is good, people. This is good. Oh, now Bruce Hopkins is in the mix. Now German's going to have to be careful with his moves. He's going to have to be more precise on the attack with Bruce Hopkins right behind him. The 3 Ferraris looking nose to tail as they come through. Here they go, down into the heavy braking zone. Ooh, Bruce Getting a little squirrely on that front end on that Ferrari. Ooh, Trent loses the back end a little bit. That's going to check everybody up. Oh, now Bruce Hopkins is on the attack of German. German's going to have to hold back. What can Bruce do? Can he make the move? Can he make it stick before the straightaway? He's going to have to try to figure out something, but German's going to possibly outbrake him down into this first little section of 1 and 2. Coming up to 3 and 4, he's going to go super wide. Ricky Scott is in the pits. He's going to be the first person to pit in this race at the 38-minute mark. German wants him. He is like, I'm going to set you up again as they come through. We're going to ride a longboard in the cockpit. Does not get close enough to get the reel in on him. He managed to separate himself from Bruce Hopkins. Trent now doing the little snake down the back straight, but I don't think German has what it takes to catch up to him as they approach up to the fast right-hander. Here they go through. Oh, German getting squirrely. He's going super wide. A little bit of a snap to get it back onto the track. Oh, you can definitely tell he is running a much lower wing to reel him in. Ooh, nice run right there. We're going to slot up a little bit. Take a look at Nick DeSantis here on Wilson Fernandez on the front straight. So right now the battle between German, Nick DeSantis is growing here. It's definitely getting a lot stronger. Sean New still on Alan Zoo. DeSantis, I think he's just trying to work his tires, make something happen here. We have a second. Well, it looks like we dropped about a degree of Celsius here in this series. Let's take a look. Sean New. Did you make something happen? He did get past Alan Zoo here. So the Ferrari driver trying to make it stick here. But let's see, we have Thomas Baker. He's going to be attacked by Mr. Stefan Buckley, as Buckley is going to try to make something happen here behind him as well. Definitely to the viewers, what do you guys think so far? We're just about halfway through this race, and it's just nothing but pure excitement here. This is probably the best race I think we've ever had well, I can't really say all season because it's the second race of the season. I'd say over the last 2 or 3 seasons, this race has been nothing but pure excitement and enjoyment as Buckley tries to look on the inside of Baker. He's going to get a beautiful... Oh! Sean New loses it. Was that Sean New? It was Sean New. Oh, what a shame there for Sean. We're going to jump back down with Mr. Buckley. Buckley now on Thomas Baker. Takes a look up on the inside. Gets at the brake marks. Ooh, Baker definitely catching the brakes a little bit differently than Buckley because Buckley reset his line with the Coca-Cola Audi here as they come back around the bend here. And they go through here onto the back straight here with the pure acceleration. Nick DeSantis, we maybe jumping up there real quick with them to see here. Ooh, he catches a lot of that curb there. Interesting. What happened there? There's Burn. Interesting. I am very curious what happened there. I don't know. Matt Artem on Christopher Shuffler. Spicy race by Trash Painter. Clean for the most part. Yes, very, very clean for the most part. Andrew Jaschke diving into the pits. So that is definitely going to be growing there to see what happens there. See Joseph German. He is still on the back end of Ryan Trent. Bruce Hopkins still on the outside looking in. Thomas Baker now looking to try to make the attack on Alan Zoo. So we're going to be jumping down there really quick. Thomas Baker. Ooh, we got Buckley. Buckley looking at it. Buckley's definitely keeping an eye out on it. He wants piece of that. Here he goes through. Huge shout out to all the viewers here on Twitch as well as on YouTube. Definitely want to thank you all for joining us as well. Definitely give us a shout out in the chat in both you know, in both the YouTube and on Twitch, and we'll definitely get going with you. Ooh, looks like we have a little bit of a spin. Looks like it's Tim Wilkins is off the track. Oh, and he is, oh shit. Oh, he is, yeah, that curve was a lot bigger than what he thought it was going to be. That's what she said. In defense of Mr. Casey Bennett, it only seems right to say that. As we see the two Ferraris dive down on the inside, Tim Wilkins losing a little bit down the back straight here as we go through. We see Aiden Hasselbrock 1.3 seconds off Irfan here. Actually, Aiden Hasselbrock 3/10. What happened? Whoa. Timing board took a little bit too long to adjust. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. As we see Aiden now, the reel has begun. Is the Lamborghini the new tire chewer that people were hoping that it wasn't? Number 64, El Taco Man, dives into the pits. So he is definitely going to be trying to go for a different strategy here. He is going for the halfway mark here in this race. Ryan Trent dives into the pits as well. Joseph German does not. Joseph German stays out. Alex Arduin 2.2 seconds back. He is hoping something happens between these guys here in this race. Can Aiden bring him in and reel in Irfan in this overall battle here as well? The question is, will the undercut pull off for some of these? As Chris Rise looks like he was off the track, but now he's back on the track. Oh, the Ferrari of Aiden Hasselbrock reeling him in up to the back straight. Is he going to try to make it late lunge? He does not. He backs out of it. Ryan Trent is done with his pit. Trent is going to be coming out of the pit stop. Let's take a look. Does El Taco Man have a lot of damage? Nope, he is rolling. Ooh, Trent got him on the pit stop rotation. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Jaschke. So this is definitely going to help out Trent in the long run. As he comes out, he's going to have James Parks as well as, ooh, there goes El Taco Man. He's going to fly right past Trent and catch him off guard. As we see Andrew Jaschke blowing right past El Taco Man as this battle develops. Ooh, did El Taco Man catch up too much curbs? But here comes Ryan Trent in this battle here. Ooh, we're going to see Brian Katz right behind them as well. He is yet to serve his pit. But so now Andrew Jaschke trying to hold off Ryan Trent here in this battle. When we have James Parks right in front of him. James doing what he needs to do. Oh, side by side. Here they go. Oh, Jaschke's going to have to try to make a move. El Taco Man's going to have to cover over. Jaschke's going to take a look. Now Ryan Trent. Trent, can he make it 3 wide? Oh, Jaschke does not have the wing on this back straight. Oh. Down the back straight they go. We see German, Byrne, DeSantis. Now here comes Ryan. Ryan takes the look. El Taco Man gives him a little bit of a possible rub. Oh, nose to tail. Jaschke and Taco Man are very, very good friends. And Taco Man's going to have to try to set something up on Jaschke here in this battle here, nose to tail, as they come through a little bit of a wiggle out of Taco Man here in this race as they come through the bend. Jaschke is trying to see what he can do here in this race. And, you know, oh, heavy on the brakes. Even though, what? Oh, that is a load of, oh, that's uncalled for in my opinion. That was 100% uncalled for. Ooh, now Ryan Trent on Andrew Jaschke. Trent going to try to cover the inside. Jaschke's going to send it possibly here into turn 1. German comes out of the pit, gets Trent, but Trent's going to have the warmer tires here in this race. Oh, that was a shame there. Shame. Oh, man, that's a little disappointing to James Parks there in the race. But, hey, we're back in the action right now as Joseph German ahead of Ryan Trent managing to leapfrog him in the pit rotation here with El Taco Man in front of them and Andrew Jaschke behind them. Here they come through. Oh, now Andrew Jaschke trying to get the real. Trent covering over on Jaschke, giving him the little bit of the squeeze of the door. Jaschke not getting Baker with a 30-second stop go, ladies and gentlemen. As now we see Wilson Fernandez in the pits, Artem in the pits, Boscato in the pits. James Parks is still in the pits here. He's going to serve his pit strategy. Poor James there in that incident there. Ryan Trent going to try to take a look on the inside of Joseph German as he's going to send it. Ryan Trent's going to make it stick. Here comes Jaschke with, German side by side. German on the inside of Jaschke. A little bit of a door tap there on the send. Ooh, heavy late braking. Sends it deep. Rubbin's racing, boys. As we see now, Jaschke's going to get the inside move as they go around this bend here. And Jaschke now trying to hold off as much as possible with, we see, looks to be Mr. German here as he comes around the bend here through the final corner and onto the front straight. Now Ryan Trent managing to separate. So Jade Russell in the pits. Kevin Yu is in the pits. So now we're seeing a lot of switch-ups with people where they are at in the pits. So we're going to have to wait for the cycle to come down here as we see Jonathan Boscato here coming out of the pit rotation as they go through. Let's see, Ryan Trent now in the attack mode of El Taco Man here in this battle as he works his way through El Taco Man. Now is going to try to have to hold off the charging white Ferrari of Ryan Trent here in this race. German can bring back the ability and make the attack towards Andrew Jaschke here in this race. Let's take a look. Bruce Hopkins dives into the pits. The provisional P4 driver, Irfan in the pits. Zach Hendricks in the pits. Aiden Hasselbrock, Shuffler, both drivers staying out in this race here. Alex Arduin's already in the pit. So right now we have Buckley, Zoo, and Rise. It still has yet to pit, as well as Tim Wilkins. Those drivers are stretching it out as possible. So we see Matt Byrne got past Wilson Fernandez here in this race, as we see James Parks, Brian Kett all battling it right there. Ryan Trent trying to make something stick here with El Taco Man here in this battle. We have 25 minutes left to go, everybody, and I am super surprised with what's going to happen as we see Buckley in the pits as Hendricks should be coming out of the pits here shortly. So we see Baker serving his 30-second. Oh, Bruce Hopkins, Ryan Trent. Wow. Okay, that is interesting one to call. So hopefully there wasn't a whole lot of damage. Bruce Hopkins definitely getting the short end of the stick on that one there as well. What a shame there on Bruce Hopkins here in this race. Hopefully Bruce can salvage the race and recover. He's going to be behind Thomas Baker, which Baker is all the way down in P25. Or did he... And we see 1 and 2 dive into the pits as well. So this is your leader of the race. He's going to be coming around the quitting. Aiden Hasselbrock, he is out of the pits. Where is Irfan? Irfan coming down the front straight. Is Aiden going to come out in time? Let's take a look. Ooh, Irfan's going to get him. So we see Ryan Trent, El Taco Man. This battle still is insinuating with Andrew Jaschke in the background. We have 23 minutes left to play. Everybody has pitted except for Mr. Tim Wilkins here in this race. So everything's kind of staying easy here as we jump along board up front with Wilson Fernandez, Nick DeSantis, and Christopher Shuffler. They leapfrog. Shuffler is going to be ahead of Alan Zhu. Oh, Alan Zhu and Christopher Rise still have yet to pit. James Parks and Brian Katz and James Parks battling it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is for P23 and 24. Oh, have they all pitted? They have pitted, ladies and gentlemen. So this battle is insinuating between James Parks and Brian Katz. James Parks doing a masterclass on Brian Katz. Let's take a look at James Parks' livery, everybody. The Tango McLaren. Here we go through. As we see Artem in the background there. Beautiful run here by these guys here in this battle. And we see jump along board Chris Rise and Alan Zhu. Here as they go through, Chris Rise taking a look at the other Porsche of Alan Zhu, trying to see what he can do and make it stick. Ooh, Chris Rise taking a look. Definitely can't figure out what he wants to set up here in this battle. They know they have to both pit. Ooh, Chris Rise has a lot of damage on that Porsche. It's either damage or really dirty. We'll go dirty. Ooh, Rise in the pits. Alan Zhu is going to be staying out, everybody. So Alan Zhu here. Ooh. Oh, here he goes. And boop. There he goes. Alan Zhu staying out. Alan Zhu going to be the only driver to stay out to go through. Let's take a look. Wilson Fernandez. Let's see. He's got burn in his sights. He's not really reeled him in that much yet here in this race. Irfan back into a commanding lead. Sean New, due to his original spin, he is all the way back down into P21, trying to hunt down Liam McNeil here. He's on the front straight. They come through heavy on the brakes around the first turn. Sean New looking nice and racy here, catching a lot of that curb on the inside. It's probably the original reason why he spun out, but we're going to slide back aboard with Jaschke and Ryan Trent. As we see Ryan Trent and Andrew Jaschke. This battle has been going on the whole entire race with 20 minutes remaining here. As we take a look and see what is going to happen here, everybody. I am fatness. 720 for racing is sad. I want more P. Hey man, I can only do what I can do to help you with what I can do. As we see Andrew Jaschke here battling Ryan Trent. Ryan Trent on the back half of El Taco Man, with El Taco Man trying to reel him in as much as possible. As we go through. Question is, can El Taco Man hold off Ryan Trent here in that charging Ferrari? That's going to be the big question here. On the back straight, El Taco Man performing the snake down the back straight. Can he hold him off? Ooh, Brian Trent getting close. See what he lines himself up with. Andrew Jaschke in the background, gonna try to have to make it stick. Jaschke gets a nice deep run right there, but ooh, Trent with a little bit of a wiggle on the back half. Here he goes. Doesn't seem like there's much of a gap there. Trent gets him on the back straight, catches up to him, but loses a little bit in the corners. Seems like El Taco Man is running a little bit, a much higher wing here in this race. Let's take a look. Let's see any closer battles here in this fight. Ooh, Jaschke taking a look on the inside of Trent right now. This is the closest battle. Fernandez 7/10 back. DeSantis now sets the fastest lap. What is the fastest lap DeSantis set? A 1:54.1. Not bad. Only 0.2 faster than the 54.3 Irfan originally set. A little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a few bumps there. Oh, Trent loses the back end of it, the snap. Oh, but manages to save it, causing Jaschke to have to hold off on the brakes and cover and not rear end him. Oh, Trent definitely pushing it. Sprite Lee, what's happening, buddy? Yeah, definitely. Hey, if you want to watch the replay, you can definitely check it out here on Twitch and or on YouTube. We have it on YouTube as well. We're streaming it over there as well as Twitch. So definitely check out the replay there. But hey, man, I hope as well. I hope work is going very good for you. And I wish you guys nothing but the best, bud. Let's take a look here, guys. We got 15 minutes left to go. Trent, Jaschke, El Taco Man. This battle has been raging all race here. Mr. Fernandez, Wilson Fernandez, trying to chase down what looks to be Matt Byrne on the back straight up in the front pack. Ada Hasbrock now sets the qualifying lap to 154.137. Thank you for the follow. Unreal. Thank you for the follow. It's been awesome to have you guys here watching and participating. So far, what do you guys think of the race? Ooh! German with a drive-through. Ooh, that's weird. You know, I was kind of shocked. I was hoping for more drive-throughs earlier in this race, but you know what I mean? Like, anything is possible. We're going to jump back down here. Take a look at Sean New. Sean New made it past Liam McNeil, but now Liam McNeil's got the Aiden Hasselbrock right behind him, and Aiden Hasselbrock knows he needs to get through here and get ahead. So Liam McNeil is definitely going to be given the big toe. Sean knows he can't give a whole lot of space here. So Liam's going to have to try to make the move here on Sean New. Here goes Aiden. Liam's going to try the inside possibly. Here they go, heavy into the braking point. Side by side they go. Oh, Liam losing out a little bit. Here goes Aiden. Aiden trying to squeeze the Ferrari to get past. The P2 driver needs to move. He's like, hey, I need to get going, guys. Come on. As the battle, Liam sends it deep down. Liam now, Liam makes it stick with Sean. Oh, what an amazing pass to set him up. Now that's going to allow Alan Zhu. Alan Zhu and Sean New had a battle going before originally. So now these guys are going nose to tail. Alex are doing in the background, trying to make it stick here. Tokyo drifting at Paul Ricard. Yes, Tokyo drifting at Paul Ricard as we see the guys flying down the back straight. For those that do not know, Sean New's livery on that 296 is our endurance livery. We will be running this Sunday at the 6 Hours of Valencia over at Odyssey Racing League. As we see Alan Zhu now, he's going to switch over to the new. Oh, that Mercedes-Benz is getting swamped. Alan Zhu's possibly going to send it. Sean New closes the shuts over. Oh, Liam McNeil loses the back end. That is a very spicy maneuver right there. Oh, that was very, very interesting line, I would have to say, by these drivers here. As Alan Zhu is going to allow Matt Byrne to slide right through here and keep going. So that's going to be an interesting as we slot ourselves back up here. Let's take a look. Ryan Trent, Andrew Jaschke. Ryan Trent covers over the outside. Jaschke's going to try the inside. Trent's going to head the toe. Nose to tail, side by side, drag race down into the fast right-hander. Katz pulls over to the side. That was a very questionable pullover. DeSantos with the drive-through, the P6 driver, so he's going to slide back. Jaschke's going to try to cover off as much as he can with Ryan Trent sending it up on the inside. The back end stepping out. He makes it stick down into the fast right-hander. Now Jaschke with the fight back as he comes back over. Oh, the spin! Oh, the spin by Jaschke. Oh, that is definitely going to be an interesting. Oh, wow. Ryan Trent is, he's a little livid right there with how he came right back on. But good thing he didn't hit Katz. So that's good. That's good. That's very good. German's going to have to serve his pits. Looks like Rise is possibly, he's in the pits again. Interesting there. Maybe his tires are loosening it up. So that's going to be an interesting one. Definitely the stewards are going to be busy. The stewards are definitely going to be busy after this race. And this is, you know, it's sim racing, ladies and gentlemen. This happens in sim racing. Not everything can be perfect. Even if you watch Low Fuel Motorsports, the Pro Series, not everything is perfect here in the series. As we see... Let's take a look. Let's jump up aboard in the front. Mr. Shuffler, Christopher Shuffler, having a beautiful return race after the race that he did. I think the Merc had contact for him to spin there. I agree with you, too. The Merc also did take the world's shallowest line into that fast right-hander, which usually you want to go wide, and then it... So, oh, Shuffler. Oh, Shuffler loses the back. Oh, the snap out of that off the front end wash right there. Sprightly, this is something you're going to have to learn in this series when 1.9 drops for the Xbox console systems. You are very perceptive to wash on the front end where you can lose a lot of your front end stability. As we follow along board here with Shuffler. Shuffler trying everything he can do to get that P6 spot, which definitely helped him. 10 minutes remaining with DeSantos serving that drive-through. Oh, Aiden Hasselbrock with a drive-through. How many more people have track warnings? Oh, if I was only a fly on the wall inside of a Discord. Just to hear who has how many drive-throughs and track warnings. That's definitely going to be an interesting one as well. As we see heavily on the brakes, Christopher Shuffler trying to reel in Matt Artem here in this race. So with Aiden Hasselbrock serving a drive-through, that's possibly going to slot him down by that P6-7 group. So, or possibly down by P8 by DeSantos. So that's going to be an interesting one to say the least. Big Nat Racing 5. I freaking got disconnected from the... Wait, who are you in the race? For the gentleman that got disconnected. I don't know who you are. Oh, are you Christopher Rise? You should be able to re-jump back in and go back. As we... Ooh, here comes Shuffler. Ooh, okay. Will Chris send it up on the inside? Nope. Beautiful racing by the drivers as well. I know we've had a little issues in there. James. Oh, sorry, James. You should be able to rejoin in and just keep racing, James. As we see them come around the bend here. as this is getting close. Now, Aiden's going to serve his drive-through. So they're coming through. They're on the back half. They're coming up to the fast left-hander before the hairpin. Where's Aiden? Okay, there's Aiden. Let's go to Helicam. So they are just now coming out of the hairpin. There goes Sean New. Okay, there's Chris Rise there. There goes Liam McNeil. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Oh, they just got him. Now Aiden Hasselbrock is going to have to focus, especially with Christopher Shuffler now in the hunt of Matt Artem here in this race. And Andrew Jaschke looks like he possibly let Ryan Trent by. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Well, back to Shuffler. Shuffler now being attacked by Aiden Hasselbrock. Shuffler gonna have to try to make it stick. Now Shuffler could use this to a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. Shuffler could attack Artem, give Aiden the spot for the attack. You know what I mean? And then allow, you know what I mean? Let Aiden attack Artem for him to get by. That's a lot of thinking in this. Fuck it. Just send it. Or everybody can just do what Ayrton Senna did. If there is no gap, just send it, create the gap, and then take out your competition. As we see Shuffler now in the hunt for Artem. The beautiful run on the outside. Oh, the snap from the Ferrari. Oh, man, what a beautiful run. Artem pushes it wide. Oh, that's going to allow Aiden Hasselbrock on the inside. Liam McNeil. Oh, wow, that is... Poor Liam right there. He was just a passenger for this is wow. Aiden loses the back end a little bit right behind Christopher Shuffler. Now Shuffler P6, Aiden 7. Artem is going to be P8. No, yes. No, Shuffler's 5th, Aiden 6th. Yeah, Shuffler. And yeah, gotta wait for the timing board to switch over, ladies and gentlemen. As we go through here. So right now, Aiden's going to try everything he possibly can to catch up to these drivers here. I know, I feel sorry for Liam McNeil. The man has COVID. I wish him the best. I hope he gets better. And yeah, I know it's a tough, to do a 1 hour endurance event while also trying to race. Because I know with my DD wheel, you're talking 20 Newton meters of force, just not constant. It's like, I think it's like 12, 13 Newton meters with occasional spikes here and there. But, that constantly for an hour of force feedback and everything else like that. That's a workout on its own. As we see Aiden Hasselbrock on the back end of Christopher Shuffler working his way down the back straight. Christopher Shuffler doing the snake down the back straight. Oh, he's going to try to hold off Aiden. The minute Aiden makes his move to the... Whoa, he's going to squeeze him up. Is Shuffy going to squeeze him up? Oh, he's going to squeeze him up, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to make Aiden work for this. Here they go through down into the fast right-hander with the heavy load. Aiden going super wide. Shuffy going to hold to it. He's going to keep up. He knows Aiden's a lot quicker, but he's going to keep this going here. As we see Ryan Trent, Andrew Jaschke, this battle just still developing with El Taco Man P9. So can Ryan Trent reel them back in as we see Wilson Fernandez also bringing in Matt Byrne. So right now, provisionally, ladies and gentlemen, in this race with 5 minutes to go, Muhammad Irfan P1, Alex are doing P3, Matt Byrne Muhammad Irfan 1 doing 2, Byrne 3. Wilson Fernandez 4. Shuffler is going to be P6 once the timing board flips over and puts Aiden Hasselbrock P5. Shuffler 6. Matt Artem 7. Beautiful run for him as he's just now back here as well. Nick DeSantis 8. El Taco Man 9. Jaschke 10. Ryan Trent 11th. Jonathan Boscato 12. Bruce Hopkins 13. Zach Hendricks 14, Kevin Yu 15, Joseph German 16, Jade Russell 17, Alan Zhu is 18 as well. Christopher Rise is going to be sitting in the pits for the remainder of this race, I presume. As they go through here. a look. Wilson Fernandez, is he going to make something stick here? He's got less than 4 minutes left to play. He's going to have to try to make something stick. Also, huge shout out to all the viewers that stayed with us and watched both on YouTube and on Twitch. It is awesome to have you guys all here. Ooh, now we see Wilson Fernandez reeling in Matt Byrne for that P3 spot. Christopher Shuffler not giving Aiden Hasselbrock any sort of space here in this race. He is still nose to tail with Aiden here, with Sean, getting past Sean New. He is not giving him any sort of wiggle room here in this race. I give Christopher Shuffler massive credit there. We take a look. Wilson Fernandez still 8/10 back. Still has not been able to reel in Matt Byrne. Byrne trying everything he can to do to catch Arduin in that Porsche. Arduin's been very quiet this race. Had a couple moves up in the beginning of the race. Manages to get past a few people and manages to hold off a few as well. Take a look. Wilson Fernandez. Let's take a look. Do we have any bigger fights? No, we got a minute left, ladies and gentlemen. And Mohammed Irfan is just coming through this hairpin, so this will be the final lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Your leader, Mohammed Irfan, in the 404 Lamborghini coming through. He will be getting onto the back straight in the K-Pax Racing Lamborghini with the beautiful American flag at the top. He is working everything that he possibly can in this race to finish out super strong here. As we see Matt Byrne, 8/10 now from Alex Arduin, trying to reel in as much as possible. Down in the braking in that fast right-hander. Here he comes through. We have 6 seconds. This is going to be your final lap, ladies and gentlemen. This is the leader of your race. Losing out on pole position to Aiden Hasselbrock, but still managing to win it. Won both the first round and the second round. Here he comes through the hairpin and around the bend. Your leader, Mohammed Irfan, at GTMR round 2 at Paul Ricard, ladies and gentlemen. Huge congratulations to him as he crosses the line. Alex Arduin, P2 with Matt Byrne, P3. Nose to tail, here they come, and across the line, Byrne with Wilson Fernandez. Aiden Hasselbrock coming through. He is going to be approaching. He is just coming up. He has Christopher Shuffler in that P6 spot with Matt Artem as they come back around the bend here. Joseph German has finished the race. Jade Russell has finished the race as well. Here comes Aiden Hasselbrock, your original pole setter, getting a drive through, falling down the order in a sitting P4. He manages to come home to collect some good points. Christopher Shuffler in P5. Matt Artem, he's going to be crossing the line for P6. Nick DeSantis, he's going to be coming home in that P7 spot, as well as El Taco Man. He's going to be bringing home that it should be P9, but because of people leaving the server, it shuffles. But then we have Andrew Jaschke crossing the line. Ryan Trent coming up with Jonathan Boscato coming across the line as well. Here comes Jonathan Boscato with a lot of front end damage on that BMW as he crosses the line. Bruce Hopkins here as well. Bruce getting a little bit of the short end of the stick. Alan Zhu has crossed the line. Sean New has crossed the line. Liam McNeil has crossed the line. As they come through, here comes Bruce Hopkins. He finishes out with Hendricks in the yellow GTMR Porsche, crosses the line. Kevin Yu, he's about to cross the line with Thomas Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The race is over, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Huge shout out to all the drivers. Let's jump out of here. Take a look. Mohammed Irfan 1, Arduin 2, Burn 3, Fernandez 4, Hasselbrock 5 with the fastest lap, Shuffler 6, Artem 7, DeSantis 8, Taco Man 9, Jaschke 10, Trent 11, Boscato 12, Hopkins 13, Hendricks 14, Kevin Yu 15th, German 16th, Russell 17th, Zoo 18th, and that is the grid, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure to have all of you guys here. I'm your host, Axia. Definitely check us out later. I believe Sunday we will possibly be going to stream the series. The Sunday race, and we will be doing the enduro. There's a possibility that we will be streaming that, so definitely keep an eye out and definitely wait to see what happens there. It's been a pleasure to have all of you guys here, and I just want to say I wish you guys all the best and a wonderful night. Take care.